Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mundane Matt. And last night, when we got to see the hour-long Switch reveal, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely was sold on it. My video about it still stands. I went out, I pre-ordered 2 copies of the system, one for me, and then one to give to one of my many siblings who wants it but can't get it. So I'm just kind of reserving it for them. And if not, then I'll probably just cancel it and let someone else who can't get it. So there's that. But one of the key things that has been coming under fire today, outside of the online stuff, which I want to talk about too, is the whole issue of streaming games. Now, to me, that is a big system seller, right? Can you stream games, do Let's Plays on YouTube, and do away with that stupid Nintendo third-party MCN bullshit from like 4 years ago? Now, I will admit, 4 years ago, I did say that it is Nintendo's business. They can do with it what they want, so on and so forth. And I stand by that. That is their business. It's just a really stupid business decision. In my personal opinion, that is what cost them the lifespan and longevity of the Wii U. Nobody was streaming it, and nobody was, watching anyone play it, and that was a problem. That being said, I was really hoping that they were going to change it. And the fact that Nintendo had come out and said, yes, by all means, you guys can co-stream the event and you guys can talk about it and we want this to be a thing. I thought to myself, awesome, fucking awesome. You will, you're going to finally lift that stupid restriction to put your console in front of as many eyeballs as possible. Well, then this happened. Angry Joe posted, "Just finished writing, filming, and editing my impressions all together, uploading 2 seconds later, fuck you at Nintendo, seriously." And here's an image where he is showing that he cannot monetize the video because of the visual content used. And you can see that it's like a minute, less than a minute roughly, or a little over a minute for all 3 things, out of a 15-minute long video. So it's what? That would be 20%? Essentially, of everything, and they won't let him monetize it, but they say here it's tracked by copyright owner, so we don't necessarily know. It doesn't really matter. The point is, he can't monetize this video talking about the Switch because he used footage from the event, and a lot of people out there might be going, oh, well, who gives a shit, right? Who gives a shit? To streamers, that is their lifeblood. And that's just the truth. That's their fucking lifeblood. And the fact that Nintendo is already doing this, and it's Nintendo of Japan, right? And I think that's where the problem lies. It's Nintendo of Japan, and they're not coming forward and trying to put a stop to this just yet, and that's going to hurt them. It's going to absolutely fucking hurt them, because people out there are going to want to watch other people play, because that's still a big goddamn game seller, but they're still not doing it. And that leads me over to the next thing too, which is the online subscription service, which I was excited for and willing to give it a go, but now that details have come out, I'm I don't know, right? Like, I don't know. I want to play Splatoon online, but I don't think I want to jump through the fucking hoops that they're going to kind of make us jump through here. So this article in IGN, which just came up about 24 minutes ago, says that the Switch will feature online service new to Nintendo consoles. The service will be free at launch and then become a paid service starting fall 2017. Right. So here's what the image, this comes from nintendo.com/Switch, where it says the paid service lets you take gaming up a notch with online multiplayer and exclusive benefits. Standard online features such as systems and game updates will be free for all Nintendo Switch users. To access any of your system's online services, you'll need a Nintendo account. Create one today so you'll be ready when the Nintendo Switch launches. All right, fine. So then it shows what you'll get with the service subscription versus non-subscription. So online gameplay, online lobby and voice chat app, monthly game download, exclusive deals. Okay, and then those are all, basically part of the service, which is what we would expect from like Microsoft and Sony with Xbox Live and PSN. All right, but then they say non-subscribers, you get a free trial of all that kind of stuff. Now, what I didn't know about when I made my video last night was the online lobby and voice chat app. That actually requires you to use a smartphone app in order to work with your friends and then establish lines of communication. So you're going to have headphones or something with a microphone plugged into your smartphone in order to then chat with your friends while playing. It's not native to the Switch. What the fuck is that thing? I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to work, but what the fuck, right? So, and then you get the monthly game download, which they do talk about in this, and exclusive deals and all that kind of shit. And of course, access to the Nintendo eShop, register, manage friends, sharing screenshots, and access to Nintendo Switch parental controls. All right, or Switch parental, if I could talk, parental controls are all basically there. So then it says here that the Nintendo Switch online service will allow players to play compatible co-op and competitive games online with a Nintendo account, and similar to other online services, offer a free monthly game download to subscribers. Nintendo specifically names NES and SNES games with newly added online play as their free download titles. Okay, so just with that, that's fucking cool. Getting old school Tetris or Street Fighter or like, who knows? It could be like old Smash. They could go way back to old Mario Kart or F-Zero or any of those games that have got that kind of co-op, and then allow you to do that. That's pretty cool in my opinion. Although this is where it goes from cool to what in the ungodly holy fuck, where it says, however, these free games serve as demos and only last for 1 month before you are offered to buy the game, or you will be able to unable play it further. So okay, people have criticized Sony and Microsoft for the free games every month with the service. Some are good, some are bad, most are bad, all right? Or just old throwaway games that no one gives a fuck about. Gone Home, I'm looking at you. And but the thing is, though, you can play them after a month, right? You can play them provided you still have the service. So Nintendo is saying, oh, every month you'll get the opportunity to play this online game for a month with your friends. That's an old NES or SNES game. And then after that, you're going to have to essentially just kind of, pay for it or not play it anymore. And Nintendo is really good at reselling you old games. I mean, I think we all can agree at that point, but that's still, to me, that feels so goddamn shady. Now, if the games are like $5 or something, that's a little bit different, right? If you get that exclusive deal, like, oh, did you enjoy playing this game online? Then for $5, it's yours. That might be a more workable thing, but I don't know. I've seen the virtual console prices for stuff, and they don't really drop down to a price where you're going to go in there like a Steam sale and just buy up a bunch of games that you're not even going to play. Then it says that the Nintendo Switch online service will also use a dedicated smart device app to connect to the Nintendo Switch console. It will let players invite friends and play online, set play appointments, and chat with friends while enjoying online matches and compatible games, all from a smart device. The free limited version of this app will be available in 2017. The paid online service will only be available in the US, Canada, and Mexico at launch. There was some confusion at first about the app being like costing money. I do think they came out and said, no, that's not the case. And then it says, okay, this online service is for Nintendo Switch only and will not affect Wii U and 3DS online features. Nintendo detailed that most games will require a subscription service to play online. Again, as console gamers, we're not like, I guess you could say this shit's common, right? Like, we're used to this kind of stuff. Now, I've seen a lot of PC gamers go like, why the fuck would I buy this? Because I could just play a goddamn PC. Well, then a PC is for you. But a lot of people out there like to play on consoles, and it's a shitty thing. But we don't know how much the service is going to cost yet. We don't know anything else. It does say that, note to those that do not wish to use the online service can still use the eShop, manage friends, and share screenshots, okay? Let's see. All right, Nintendo Switch online service price. Nintendo is yet to reveal how much a subscription to its online service costs. Okay, and then it tells you how to create a Nintendo account and then parental controls and all that. Okay, here we go. Miiverse and Street Passing. Because I was curious about this because essentially the Switch is kind of like a handheld, right? It's like an upgraded version of the 3DS, just without the fucking terrible 3D. And here it says Nintendo's confirmed that the Switch will not support the Miiverse or the Street Pass. I guess that kind of makes sense. They could find a way to add it in later on, but ultimately, I got no fucking idea. As excited as I am for what the Switch is offering, this does very, very much bother me, right? This does very much bother me because I don't know. For one, I want to know specifics. I just want to know specifics. Like, what's the price? Okay. Is it going to be $60 like the goddamn fucking, PlayStation Network? Is it going to be $50 like Xbox Live? Is it going to be cheaper because it's new? Is it going to have a lot of the same features? How I don't know if I don't really like the idea of using the third party app on my phone for chatting, because I don't want to have multiple cables. I don't want to like plug in like multiple things. I play with headphones on, so I would play with headphones on the Switch, right? So if I want to chat with friends, I got to have my headphone, and then I got to have my earbuds to my phone underneath there. That doesn't make a lot of fucking sense to me. It doesn't. I'm not a giant fan of this, to be honest with you. I at this point, I'm looking at this going, well, unless Nintendo does some really cool things with like Splatoon Online, I might just not even bother with any of the online stuff. And to be fair, I haven't even touched any Nintendo Online stuff since Super Smash Bros. Brawl, because the online was so horrible. And I know that it's gotten better since then, but online functionality has never been a primary focus of Nintendo and their consoles. And now that they are trying to make it, I guess you could say, a primary function, I'm not super convinced that this is going to be a good thing. So hopefully they'll get their shit sorted out and it'll be a way that works for everybody. At least they are giving us the free preview to test it, to see how we like it. And that is a good thing. But the fact that you get the free game download and it's going to be like a 1 month thing, I mean, it might be good for like building a community around that, where people are going to be playing it a lot during that time. And then they're hoping to kind of garner some more sales off of it. Part of me hopes that it doesn't actually pick up any steam in terms of popularity, because the last thing I want is Microsoft and Sony going, wait a minute, we can offer them a free game for that month. And then if they're playing it a lot, we can then offer them a discounted price to purchase that game. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. All right. I feel like Nintendo needs to stop fucking around in this market. Because here's the way I look at it. If this fails to launch, right? If it fails to connect in the way that that they need, Nintendo products are going to go third party in the next couple years. And I don't want that. I love Nintendo. I'm genuinely excited for this machine. But this kind of thing is a real big red flag for me. And to be fair, I'm going to approach it cautiously. I'm going to get Zelda. I'm going to get it for that. I'm going to enjoy it for those kind of games. But the last thing I want is to spend the $300 on the Switch, to spend the $60 on Legend of Zelda and maybe a couple other games throughout the year. And then, just go, well, okay, there's really not a lot for it. And I don't really feel like paying a $60 yearly premium for free game download once a month that I can only play once a month, and I'm just not like, I'm just not down for that. I'm just not down for that. So I don't know, maybe I don't want to say buyer's remorse. I'm not going to cancel my pre-orders. This isn't a deal breaker, but that combined with the lack of streaming, is getting close. And, I don't think I'm the only one that feels that way either. All right, everyone, that wraps up this video. My name is Mundane Matt. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe if you're new, check back daily for more content from me, or if you want to know about my life, check out Mundane Chats, or top 5 videos that are awesome as fuck, forbidden knowledge right here. Talk to you guys later, have yourself a good day, and peace out.